Okay, if you have lists of people that you've talked to in the past, so your follow-up list, all the people that have said, yes, I'm kind of interested in the past, get those lists handy, have them in hand, have them ready right near you, because you'll be using those for this power hour. All righty, first thing we're gonna do, write this down, guys, so you guys can do this again later. This is 60 minutes, guys, 60 minutes of working. I'm gonna set a timer. It'll take us a little longer because I'm sure I'll have to answer questions and stuff. But I'm going to mute myself after we do each one, or after I say what we're doing. If you have questions or if someone jumps in, I'll repeat myself. But if you have questions as you're going, please ask them. But otherwise, laser focus, guys. Laser focus on what you're doing. Don't look at what everybody else is doing. Don't worry. Don't chit chat. Just work. Okay, that's what a laser focused power hour is. So first of all, everybody get in the mindset. I've made people do this before, so I won't make you do it right now. The Wonder Woman stance. You stand there. You are a superhero. You are about to change someone's life. You are going out talking to people because you're going to change someone's life. You're not going out to sell something. You are a top friggin' Beachbody coach. What we have to offer is something that no one else has to offer. We are a unique team. You are a unique coach. You are part of an organization of people who help each other. We are not just out there to make a dollar. We are out there to help people change their lives, both in the fitness world, in the business world. We are there. We are readily available to them whenever they need us. We just need to lead. Whoa, almost fell in my chair. We just need to lead them to us. Okay. Who here's a top coach? Who here's ready to help somebody? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. First things first, guys, 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. We're going to go to Facebook. We're going to do both Facebook and Instagram, and I'll tell you what we're doing and when. So we're doing Facebook right now. We're going to send friend requests for 5 minutes. And the way that I do this is I go through my newsfeed. I find a picture of something that I like. So like usually a cute little baby. And it's someone who is not a coach on our team. And I look at who liked that post, and I judge a book by its cover, just by the profile cover. So usually someone between the ages of like 20 and 40, kind of relative to me in some way, like has a decent profile picture. Their profile picture is not from the bathroom. And I friend request them. I don't do anything. I don't search their profile. I don't do anything. I just send friend requests. 5 minutes, guys. Okay. Setting a timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5
I just got blocked. Switching to Instagram.
What happened?
Got blocked from adding people on Facebook. I'm switching.
Wait, does it tell you?
Yeah, it says you can no longer use this feature right now.
Does that happen often?
She must have been going super speed.
I was on a post that had like 200 and something likes on it, and I was just doing it too fast.
Oh, I was just curious because that happens to me sometimes, and I didn't know what was happening. I was like, what the hell? Why isn't it letting me add? I can't send a message. I can't add people.
Okay, we are going to do the same thing, meaning adding friends on Instagram. So we're gonna switch to Instagram. What I want you guys to do is go find a big brand that you really like. So something that like you really love. Maybe it's eyelashes. So, but make sure it's something you really like, because these people that are following that page are going to really like that thing too. So make sure it's something you really like. That way you have something to connect with these people on. Could be baby foods, baby-led weaning. These are the things that I'm looking at right now. Baby-led weaning. All the bows, like baby bows, little baby moccasins. Like these are the things I'm obsessed with right now. So I go look for specific things that I love. And then I go through and follow who they're following. So I'll click on them, like, comment, follow. Okay. It's a little bit more of a process. Like 2 pictures, comment on a picture, then follow them. Okay. If they're private profile, I sometimes follow them anyway, and then just keep moving on. But 5 minutes on Instagram. Questions? Like, comment, follow. So my girls are over there and we're working on Zoom call right now, and I'm working from the bed, but doing everything that they're doing. But look at what my workspace looks like. Does it get any cuter than this? Does it get any cuter than this? I'm a sleepy girl. Oh, I was totally unmuted the whole time. Sorry, guys. As I'm singing to my baby and stuff. Okay, so I totally had set aside 10 minutes for that, but we're gonna keep moving. So you can write down 10 minutes doing that because that takes a little bit longer and it creates more of a genuine connection, but it's kind of harder because a lot of the pages are private, right? You probably all noticed that. All right, so now we're gonna spend 10 minutes in Instagram stories. Don't get stuck in a coach story. Skip it, okay? Because we all get sucked into coach stories all day long. So get into your stories, look at stories, and as you're looking at them, message them. Like, so reply to the stories. Like one per person. I wouldn't like message the person 14 times, but send them a message that's related to their story, but not related to you. Like reply to their story. So if they're like at home with their kids and you're like, oh my gosh, where'd you get those leggings? Do something that makes them reply to you. Okay. So maybe it's they're out, they did a fun activity. Oh my gosh, where did you get all that stuff for your kids? Like something like that. Or maybe I feel like that's my whole newsfeed is moms right now. So maybe if it's somebody else, you'd be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing now that you got laid off work? Or what are you like, so sorry you got laid off. I totally feel your pain. Something, just kind of relate to them and reply to their stories. All right, I'm gonna mute myself for real this time. 10 minutes.
we're gonna do, Stephanie, stop it. We're going to do 10 minutes of introducing ourselves to new followers on Instagram or new friends on Facebook. Try not to make it Corona related if you can. Or just if you don't have anyone to introduce yourself to because you haven't been adding anybody, then you can just start genuine conversations with people that you're already friends with. Isa and Julia, I just saw your things in the chat and that was a long time ago. Sorry. If you guys have questions, just unmute yourself and ask them because I'm not really watching the chat.
Okay, keep going, guys. I'm just gonna chat. If you guys are struggling with anything, please, please, please ask questions. I'm sorry I walked away. This girl was almost asleep. But please ask questions. I've just been right here next to, like, in the chair right here. So I've been listening to everything. But if you have questions, please ask. If you are getting responses from people, don't reply. Leave them alone. Don't look at them. Don't even pretend they're there. Ignore them until after this call, and then you can have a conversation with them later. Don't reply to them. You are just sending messages right now.
I have a question. Are we sending invites or are we just like starting conversations with people?
We're just starting conversations right now. So you're introducing yourself to new people that you haven't had any conversation with yet. Or if that's not, if you have none of those people to talk to, which most of us should. But if we don't, then go through your news feed and just see what people are talking about and send messages that way. Just starting random conversations about like what they're doing, what they're posting about, that kind of stuff. Totally just relationship building right now.
Okay. Thank you.
My introduction, if you guys are wondering, I didn't put like scripts in here, but if you guys are wondering what like my introduction says, it's usually like, hey girl, just want to introduce myself. Saw we just became friends. I didn't want you to think I was a creeper. Where are you from? Something super simple, not like, hey, I'm a fitness coach. You want to join my team? I never say that kind of stuff. I mean, I used to, but I don't anymore.
Okay, this is totally unrelated. I just seen a message, but I'm halfway to Diamond.
I couldn't find Zoom. Good job. That's so exciting. Killing it, girl.
She just told me she finished her sign up.
So you're at Success Club 12?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's awesome, girlfriend.
10 more.
I feel like I'm pregnant. I saw somebody post in their stories ramen noodles with a hard-boiled egg and then tomatoes and everything but the bagel seasoning all over it. And now I'm like, oh my God, I want that so bad, which clearly I'm not going to, but it sounds amazing. I'm going to share my screen for 1 second just to show you guys how I set up my screen so that way it's easiest to send messages. When I'm on my phone, I can't do this, but doing it on my computer, I just switched over. This is how I set up my screen every time I go to send messages. So I split my screen. Half the screen is Messenger, half the screen is my Facebook page. So I can go here and I can go here and I can quickly pop back and forth and find the person and send them a message and then keep going. And I can look at my posts that I need to go to, etc., and like jump it back and forth without having to switch between browsers. It makes it a lot easier. Just wanted to share. Someone shared that with me once and I was like, boom, that's so much easier. Okay. We are moving on to inviting. All right, we're going to take a second and chat about this. What are we inviting to right now? I would recommend we are all inviting to our what we're calling a flash sale. We don't need to use those words with our people, okay? We don't need to use those words with our audience, the words flash sale, because that just makes it sound salesy. We're calling it spread love, not germs. And we are offering part of our commission back on their purchases. Does anyone not understand how the flash sale works? It's okay to raise your hand right now. Okay, I got one. I've got a couple. Okay, I'm going to explain how the flash sale works. We are posting deals in the flash sale. So for example, the all access challenge pack is being posted in the flash sale for $160, which is what it costs. They purchase it for $160. We are giving them $25 cash back. You are giving them $25 cash back. If you have a person come in and they purchase from you, you're getting a $50 commission. So you're giving them $25 cash back. I do it via Messenger or PayPal or Zelle or whatever they want, whatever kind of platform they want me to send them their money back. You send them their money back after they purchase. Don't do it before they purchase because then they won't purchase, but do it after they purchase. Send them the $25 back. And it's basically like you took half the commission for that order. Right now, the way I see it is not many people are going to purchase, especially at full price. So if we can get them to purchase and we're making half the money, it's better than making no money, right? And they are more invested and they're more trusting and they're like, oh, wow, this girl did this for me. And we positioned it that they can either keep that money or they can donate that money to someone local that needs it right now in this time of weirdness. So that's how we're positioning it. We have the group. Let me find the group. Make sure you're all in it. Okay, this is the group. The way that it works is you can talk about it publicly. You can put it in your stories, like talk about it in your stories and say, we're running this group. Do you want to be added? Ow. And when they want to be added, you can just go ahead and add them to the group. But then also you need to be private messaging because, hey, we're having this awesome party, but if they don't get a message, they don't think it's for them, right? So we have tons of message scripts. Taylor and Ashley, I'm calling on you guys. Can you guys stick some scripts in the chat box for everybody? They're in the team page already, but if you haven't seen them, we're gonna stick a few of them in the chat here so you have access to some of them. Hold on one second. And then take these messages, these invites, and send them to as many people as you can. Some of them are like cold messages being like, hey, I don't know if you saw this, but this is awesome. Some of them are, hey, I know we chatted in the past. I just wanted to let you know this is going on. Totally understand it's a weird time. They're super, the chats are super, or the invites are super not salesy, timely based on what's going on right now, and not scary. Okay, so you can take these, make them your own if you want to, and send them to as many people as you can in the next 20 minutes. Make sure you're in that group. Add anyone you want to that group. And then once they're in the group, tag them in the deal that would make most sense for them. So you should still be asking them what their goals are and stuff and be like, okay, I've got the best package for you. Tag them in the package and be like, this is what I was talking about, and let them take a look at it. Does that make sense? Does anyone have questions? I'm sorry, she's being loud now. I've got to plug in my computer. Feel free to ask questions about this, guys. Okay. How'd that feel? Did you guys send invites? Awesome. Let's see here. Let me see. I think I had just one thing left. Yeah. So the last thing I had on the list for today is to create a story about what we're doing right now, about working late at night during all the craziness. Just make a little story about working right now. That can look however you want. Take 5 minutes to do that.
A post or like our stories?
Story.
My ass needs a filter on my face.
Okay, that was 1 hour of work. How do you guys feel about that? Did you guys get a lot of messages out? Yeah, hopefully starting some conversations. Was that different than what you guys have been doing up until right now? Or was that pretty on point? Yeah, good. My kids fell asleep downstairs, so I'm gonna keep sending some messages for a little while. So if you want to keep sending messages, I'm gonna stand for a little bit. Does anyone have questions or need help with anything? No?
I have a question.
Yeah, girl.
So I'm fairly new to inviting or adding like new people. It's still like kind of our uncharted territory for me. So I did that whole inviting or adding new people. So what do you put like as you're like reaching out? Like, hey girl, like I don't want to act like I don't want to be like a creeper, but like I noticed that you're also a twin mom, you're also a nurse, like things like that.
So
Is that how you just put it?
I'm putting in the chat box right now what I say.
Okay.
I say something super simple. Where are you from? That's awesome. What do you do for a living? Oh, really cool. That's what I do. And like, so we talk about like, where are we each from? What do you do for a living? And that naturally brings up, oh, I'm a fitness coach. Oh, I need someone in my life that's a fitness coach. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of just naturally leads to that sometimes. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's awesome for you. But you've already planted that seed. Like, I'm a fitness coach, so I'm coming back at you in a couple weeks with that invite. But but that's usually how I start it. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mama and I'm a fitness coach. And they're usually like, oh, I've got 3 kids and blah, blah, blah. So we like just chit chat back and forth for a minute and then I leave it. I leave it alone and I wait until they like something or comment on something and then I invite them. But I just keep liking and commenting on their stuff in the meantime.
Okay. Thank
Does that
you.
make sense? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Am I unmuted still? Yes. I will be posting more deals tomorrow in the flash sale group, just so you guys know. I've just been kind of like doing them as I had time today. So I will be posting a few more tomorrow.
Steph, I do have a quick question. Now that I've kind of I'm halfway to Emerald, would I start building my spouse account to, or halfway to Diamond? Would I start building his to Emerald?
I definitely would. Since you hit Success Club in your account tonight, I would move to his account and get him Emerald and then go back to your account and get your 8. So you need a total of 8 and you, 2 under him and 2 under somebody else. So do you have someone opposite of him that's going to build?
Yeah, I just moved the girl that I added today. I'm taking her through the new coach training. I put her on the opposite leg.
Okay. So get her through that new coach training, get her in the new coach training that starts on Monday as well. But like work with her, get her to sign up her spouse. Like, so basically everything we're doing in that Emerald group right now, get her to sign up her spouse, get her to sign up a friend. Taylor, what did you offer your people? I know that you did some fun incentives, get your team moving when you were doing it. Wasn't it like the Girl Gang necklace was like,
Yeah, so I made it like a competition between a couple different coaches that had similar goals, or like Tyler and Kelsey. Tyler needed to go Emerald in her spouse account or go Emerald one more time in her personal account. I can't remember. And Kelsey needed to go Emerald in general. And so I was like, first person to hit Emerald in their account gets a Girl Gang necklace from me. And I love prizes. I'm super motivated by prizes. So literally that like went off without a problem. And I know I sent it to a couple other coaches as well, just like whoever wants to do it first, like I will gladly send you a prize.
and if you want to, Charlie, I can do that with you and your new coach. Like we can do a group chat so I can help you help her. But I also know your personality and you are like me and you like to be the leader. So if you want to lead that, I'm okay with it. I just want you to know I'm here for wherever you want me to be.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I asked. I was like, I don't know where to go next. And that's why I texted you earlier, because I was like, I don't want to lead her in the wrong direction either.
So if you want to do this one together, like if you want me to join in on like and do a group message all together, just make sure she's ready to run because I'm really intimidating.
I know. Yeah, I told her to jump on the call tonight, but she was a little intimidated that we were working.
Makes
And
sense.
she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So she said that she's going to watch the new coach training this week as much as she can and jump on next week's call.
That's fine.
She's going to start getting on Zoom in the mornings with me. So, because she actually followed me on Instagram and wanted to switch to me as her coach.
Oh,
I had no connection with this chick.
that's awesome. So
So
if you want to start a group message, I'm happy to like help you guys and like you guys can kind of like compete with each other without like make it more of like a team fun, let's run together kind of atmosphere.
yeah. And the one that I just signed up to, like, while we were working, she wants to coach, but she's waiting to get through this coronavirus because she works in a hospital.
Makes sense.
Because she's working like twice the amount. So she doesn't want to coach right now, but she does as